Hi guys, so welcome to our roundtable discussion. I'm Nikki, and today we're going to be talking about millennial musicians and how technology basically is shaping now the local music scene. So with us, we have Jensen and Choi from Jensen and the Flips. We have Mickey from Hoochie Coochie Mickey. We have Kai and Josh from Autotelic. So if you want to join our discussion, like while we're having it, of course, just, ask your questions and include hashtag Ford on the road. And of course, we could entertain them. So, hi guys, how are you guys feeling?
Hi guys.
Yeah, great.
We're feeling bursting in
Very
self-fulfilling in Greek.
Autotelic, parang very modern,
Yeah.
very digital, ganyan. We looked up self-fulfillment.
Why we were doing the band in the first place.
Most of the members are,
Happy?
Happy ba?
Most of the members are happy
ba?
and fulfilled.
Most of the band members
Are Greek.
But, introvert kasi yung bandmates na. Majority, so sobrang it fits the word lang.
We just let the music speak for itself. Yun na lang.
Yes.
All right, so that's usually the basic introduction questions, and I wanted to ask Mickey, what were your music influences, and how did it lead up to what?
So, I really love the Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Tsaka, yan, all those classic soul artists. Then, when I started getting into the blues, I listened to B.B. King, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, yan. Tapos, now, I came to the guy called Muddy Waters, who was the king of Chicago blues. So, that's how I really started the journey, my music. So, Muddy Waters, there's a lot actually.
For local artists, do you have anyone who had really or more of these backgrounds? Would you have anybody from the local scene who has influenced you?
Well, when I was starting, parang wala. But now, when I'm in the scene na, yes, actually a lot of these older bands, like the 90s bands, like Razorback, these guys, Wolfgang, I love those guys.
So it's more of a fusion of
Like
various.
parang they're like may kuya. Parang ganun. Parang I pick something from them. I'm just watching them or ask questions subtly.
All
So,
right,
yeah.
all right. So for Jensen the Flips, so Jensen, you started off with just being a solo artist. How did the Flips come into the picture?
Well, we've been bandmates na rin naman ever
since.
So parang, ayun, nagkaroon na ng transition point siguro from like me as a solo artist, then like I talked to them na parang I wanted to make a concept band and they agreed with it. So parang, yeah, it happened. Luckily, it happened.
So it started with just you
Yeah.
being Jensen, and then everybody just
Yeah.
converged together and decided to be Jensen and the Flips.
Yeah.
So for everybody, I just wanted to ask, so from point A, from you guys starting off as artists, how was the journey till at this point?
Well, for me, it's still an adventure. Hindi pa rin namin alam sa totoo lang kung where we are going. So it's very exciting though. Kasi sabi nga namin dun din sa Ford on the Road na yung keynote namin doon na it doesn't matter kung saan tayo papunta but yung journey is itself and being with the person you're comfortable with, your bandmates. Yun yung important. So, ganun.
Yeah,
Hindi
I think
namin-
for musicians in general, it's hard for it to get old.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Everything
true.
you experience is something exciting, something new. So wherever we go, wherever our music takes us, parang it's something that's really it's something exciting lang talaga for us.
Of course, may rough times ahead of us pero parang keep it solid lang talaga.
When did you guys decide, basically Autotelic, that, this is basically the journey we want to start off from this point hanggang, well, like what you said, you don't really get old when you're playing, but yun nga, when did you decide na this is what we want to do?
I think for me, when we released our official album, kasi doon namin na-realize na parang each member is so important doon sa music. Parang you take one out wala na kami. Ganun na yung dating nung sa band eh. So, doon namin na-realize talaga na, okay. Gusto namin maging magkakasama kami with the music we're doing.
For the musical journey.
For the musical journey,
I don't,
yes.
joke lang. I wanna go rin on tayo.
For you, Mickey, I wanted to ask as well, how was the journey from point A? Since you started off as an artist that you decided through the journey, this is basically what I want to do, and how did that influence what
Well, I started when my dad died. That's when I decided na gusto ko maging masaya. I don't want to die with regrets. So, quit my job and pursue music. And at the start, it was so hard to prove yourself. That's why for a year or so, I didn't ask for anything from my family. So I was eating yung kamote, itlog. I vividly remember those days na sometimes 150 pesos lang yung laman ng wallet ko, wala na akong bank account, wala na akong pera. Pero matigas ulo ko, I want to prove it to them na I can.
Yeah.
Pero tataka nga ako, ba't nandito ako? Ayun lang. It's been rewarding so far. Na, ngayon, parang the fruits of my labor, now little by little, I can feel it now. Thankful for that.
Yeah.
I'm really far from what I want to achieve pa. So, malayo pa.
Alright. So for Jensen and Choi, how's the journey so far? As rising musicians in the internet age. Yes.
Well, I don't know. Like for me, I've been playing music for 9 years now. I started when I was 18 or 16. 16. Tapos, I used to play for a band. I used to play bass for a band na post-hardcore kami. And then I used to play them. So, I mean, weird. Pero yun lang yung time na I can play music. I can be at gigs. So parang, since yun yung gusto ko ma-experience, I did it. No, parang, okay na yun. And then, luckily, I met these guys. Parang, yun, tuloy-tuloy yung journey namin. Kahit maraming hardships, yun lang yung para siyang isang mahabang kalye na may lubak and everything. Diba? So parang, pampaganda siya ng storya namin as a group eh. So parang that's the way I see it. So parang it keeps me inspired to go forward with everything. Diba?
Yeah, it's exciting to na parang hindi mo alam kung saan kayo pupunta. Pero as long as you're together, you want to do it. No, regardless of what trials maybe.
But it's true. Yeah. I can imagine. It's true. Guys.
Kahit lagi kami nag-aaway, pero at the end of the day, mabalik kami sa isang point.
We're 7 guys in the band. So, yung away, ano lang yun?
Si Mickey
Breakfast
wala
na.
kaaway.
Wala kang kaaway.
Meron kaaway. Myself. Pa ako.
Internal struggle yung
On to Autotelic. Syempre, you guys have a very vibrant audience on SoundCloud rather. So, how has social media or the internet in general helped you guys connect with your audience?
Nowadays kasi, syempre yung, sabi nga nila, millennial age, na most of the people na are using internet, lahat may access na. Class A, B, C, hanggang pababa may access na. So, doon din namin na-realize na our online persona is very strong. Kasi my bandmates are geeks.
When you say geeks,
Hindi, parang
How is
very, sila eh. Simula noon pa.
tech-savvy, parang ganun.
Tech-savvy.
Or like very online people.
Very
yeah, like
online.
what Josh said a while ago, like all my bandmates are introverts. So now that we have Twitter and Facebook and
Yes.
Instagram at our fingertips, kumbaga, it's so much easier for them, like for all of us actually, just to interact with fans, because in person during gigs it's overwhelming. And then but when we're online and we're talking to them, parang pwede na kami magkulitan and it's okay, and I mean walang hiyaan. Tapos you can showcase your true strange personalities.
Yes, that's true.
My bandmates are very very weird on the internet, and I
Weird
think
is good.
it worked out for
Weird is
them. Talagang for them.
For them, on me on the other hand.
Me, I'm fine.
How do you keep up the hype? Kasi syempre, if you're very famous online, dapat you always have to have something new. How do you guys deal with that, if you don't mind me asking?
Pumapasok na din kasi yung personal lives namin doon sa internet. So, people are getting more interested sa personal lives ng mga tao. But syempre, may certain barrier naman, but Like ako, I don't post, as an individual, I don't post na puro, autotech, ganyan. Merong naman ibang,
Aspects, no?
aspect ng buhay ko. So, same with Kai, same with the other members na, this guy naman, mahilig sa
Individual
toys, mahilig sa, individual personalities, mahilig sa comics, mga ganyan. So,
And it's so cliche to say, but because we get to be ourselves
Yes.
online, the more sincere you are, and
More
the more
humanized,
humanized, exactly,
Yeah.
you are with your online persona, the easier it is to maintain because you don't have to think about it. Your only problem is consistency. If you disappear for a few weeks, then people are like,
What
"Why
happened?"
she's not posting?" But
That's
you
true,
know,
that's
but if you just keep posting what you're doing, like Josh, and he just draws, and whatever I'm doing, be sincere in what you're portraying online.
Yeah, at least it's like not really demystifying the band, but more,
Yeah.
ay, tao din pala. How about you guys? How do you feel about that? How do you guys profile and... Oh, okay, Choi. Give us
To be
insight.
honest, but you get internet. So, so medyo masaya siya and weird in the same way. Kasi when you see them on gigs, like they approach you, I'm I'm at Baba from Twitter. Like,
Yung Twitter handle na yung pangalan
hello,
nila.
should I
mismo.
give you a hug or like, hi?
Yung mga handles.
Awkward
na-
handshake?
Pero yung solid thing na ginawa ni Soy kasi nabigyan niya ng persona yung social media pages namin. So, I mean, he's very fun. Like,
Yeah, actually to the
whenever he
point,
posts
but I wanna do it in a very malambing way. But not
Yes.
to a point na maging malandi siya kasi gamit ko yung account ng band. So,
Okay.
So, yun
Parang
yung-
ikaw na yung persona no,
Yeah, I do the
account
line
ng
of,
band.
okay, don't do this, walang emoji na ganito, walang ganyan. So, I'm being a millennial, using the right
different
emojis is
for a boy.
very crucial.
parang, to add lang din, uy, I tweeted you, just tweet lang ganyan.
Kahit
I
nilike mo
remember."
lang yung...
Oo, diba? Parang, uy,
Well,
They screen
even
cap
with my personal account, like, yun, effort talaga na as in nagla-like and I reply like to hanggat kaya. I mean,
Yes.
kaya naman eh.
This is for the ladies.
Just kidding. For the ladies,
This is for
Jensen.
the music. Jensen does it for the music. I just want to clarify that Jensen does it for the music. I'm sorry.
All right. So for this next question, we'll start off with Mickey, but everybody, of course, you have to join in. So zooming out from social media, syempre, and the internet. So how important is technology in your overall journey as a musician, right?
Well,
Keyword is
especially
the journey bit.
technology, everything I know now came from internet or technology. It's research it.
That's true. That's true.
Unless you have access to Vine. So, nakatulong sa atin. Metro. Social media is gigs. Diba yung markets na you can't reach by yourself. Lot of opportunities because of my social media presence.
That's how it influenced. Actually, it grew. Imagine if we didn't have the internet. How would you, how would you actually share the music in a more, what do you call that? You don't say it's free, but basically reach more audiences, diba? Accessibility, right? Disseminate the music and share it, diba?
And as an artist, okay yung sinabi ni Mickey na like research. Kasi kailangan natin yun. Like as artists, we have to like learn what's out there pa. Like to do more para dun sa music namin. Yeah, never stop learning.
For you guys, how has technology, the internet, social media affect your journey as a musician? From music and then having that.
well, sa amin, big, very, very big part yung social media kasi that's how we were formed. The band was formed via social media. And chat lang, tapos nagkikita kami sa gigs, but we don't know each other personally. Pero, ayun nga, like, one member, chinat lang ako, tapos sabi niya na, let's form a band, and then, so,
You
nangyari
didn't
na.
know each other personally, and then through social media, you guys just
Yeah,
converged.
yep.
They're weird.
Wow.
I came in like 2 years after, right?
Eyeball sa mall.
Guys, banda tayo.
Eyeball kami sa mall. And then,
Eyeball pa.
pero apat kami. There were 4 of us.
Yeah.
Term na yun.
And then,
That's very interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
tapos, again,
GMD.
From there,
Sa MIRC sa
again,
Na eyeball mo.
MIRC. And then again,
Biglang ako
online
sa-
din, we started posting our pegs or musical influences. Parang, ano
Which
yung...
they all found from like scourging through YouTube also.
Wow.
Because
Tapos-
their influences mainly when they were starting out were J-pop and
Mga puro Japanese pop rock.
which they couldn't have discovered if not for online. Yeah.
Parang naalala ko lang din yung, going back to the question yung how technology helped us. Kasi naalala ko lang din yung sa Ford again, yung sa On the Road, shoot kami lang, na we were practicing via Bluetooth.
Oh.
Ang saya lang kasi the 2 cars di ba? Tapos hati yung bands. Tapos,
Yeah.
yung experience ang saya lang kasi I was driving, tapos papunta kami UP. So nag-play ako ng, sabi ko, refresh tayo ng song. Parang to hype things up lang. So kasi on Bluetooth yan. Tapos si Neil, nasa backseat siya, gigitar lang siya. Sabi na, sige, pasada tayo ng kahit from first verse to chorus lang. Tapos kinakanta ko yung guitar lines, kinakanta ni ganyan yung guitar lines. And then nag-sync dun sa likod, kalakay. So nagkakantahan kami habang
Ang galing.
sa biyahe.
Okay.
Wala lang, nakakatawa kasi before naman walang ganun.
We would have to do that like side by side
We
on
were
the
hyping each
highway.
other's up.
Hi! Yeah. But now I mean we could just do it
Na lang,
It
diba?
made it so much
Bluetooth na lang.
easier if we don't get to practice. Then at least on the way there, be like, ano ulit yung, or if songwriting, diba?
Yeah.
Ano, I have this line, this Josh will just send it na.
Yeah, ganun din talaga. So,
Songwriting
Like
as
even if
well.
he just has, like, cause he's the songwriter, so if he just has an idea in his head, like 30 seconds of it, he'll send it kaagad, and then we'll build from it when we finally like come
Meet.
together during a jam.
kahit,
Like, I already know this.
there are a lot of instances na nasa commute ako eh. Kunyari, bus or sa jeep, di ba? Tapos may maiisip lang ang melody. Again, sa device ko, record kagad ako. Haham ko yung melody,
Wow,
yung,
okay.
yung lyrics, susulat ko. Tapos, guys, check nyo to, ganyan. So, yun.
Ang galing nila. So what's the best actually, the best opportunity that you've had since like you've been making music, using the internet, social media? If you could actually note yung pinakamasayang takeaway nyo from that. With music and
I mean, I think
opportunities.
taking it from what Mickey said, like we get a lot of, I know, we get a lot of things, gigs because of our online presence. Online, they don't. The bigger our audience, yung followers online, and then suddenly like nag-boom, and then you know our biggest gigs so far, like you know the different events that we've done where we couldn't see the end of the crowd.
Wow.
Like you know, it's when we step on stage, it's like how did this happen? And you remember, you know, when we get down from the stage and we meet them, and like, oh, you favorited my tweets like 2 months ago because I said I liked your bands.
Wow.
You know, like something as shallow as that, but because there's parang
And also, because of online din, technology din, hindi lang sila yung bands. Oh,
That's true.
ang gumaganda rin yung band to another band.
Oh.
Fan of kanya, Telik, ganyan. Pero love ko din Jensen.
Social media now, the internet, and your music.
Sobrang, we put so much effort yung, kunyari nakasulat ka ng song, pupuntahan mo pa yung bandmate mo. Wala kang cellphone, wala kang kahit anong tweet, walang ganyan.
Yung party line ba yun?
Yeah.
Oo, ganyan. Usap,
Teka
parang
lang,
usap tayo na at this time, dapat magkita tayo, ensayo tayo. Ngayon parang minsan, kung di ako nagkakamali, minsan tinatamad yung ibang musicians din. Ako, aminado ako, ganun din ako minsan. Na parang, re-record ko na lang, tapos bukas, jam natin. Alam mo na yan, ganyan. Dati kasi talaga, hindi, dapat alam mo to from start to finish. So, yun yung mga ibang setbacks din.
Yeah, that's
Minsan nade-delay, minsan ganyan.
Or you can't be
not
too
all the time.
heavily reliant on technology also. You mean you miss the human interaction, but
I-merge na lang natin lahat.
yeah.
Oo, ganyan.
Ano, I think din, yung people are entitled to their own opinions or whatever they want to say.
That's true.
Yeah, whenever we use social media, we use it for positive views, and then some people would use it to bash or strike on other people as well, like mainly artists. Or yung mga sikat na tao.
Mema lang.
Yeah,
That's
mema lang.
true. That happens a lot nowadays.
So,
no?
yung emergence of memes or pero with memes, I think they're
Wala, it's funny.
funny.
I have a folder of memes.
If you don't take it too seriously, then I mean,
Yeah.
you have a better
Yeah.
chance of survival. But if you
Yeah.
get easily offended by
Offended.
things that you find out with a lot of people have a lot of time to make a lot of things.
That's true.
I
I
just
noticed
brush
that
it off.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Actually, kung ma-offend ka dun, ikaw yung may problema.
Yeah.
Really matter.
Yeah.
Does it for the music.
Wow, yeah.
Mga setbacks ka ba na-encounter when it comes to
Technology. Sa personal page ko.
inevitable talaga?
Uh,
Your interest, not just your music.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's setback. Much in technology. You forget.
Just the core of
So in addition to that, Mickey, so you're active in busking, right? And or street performances rather. So what inspires you to play music in different places? And how do you pick the places that you're supposed to play music? Are you still active in street performances?
Yes, I'm super active.
Yeah.
Actually, people have been misconception nila na parang, uy, si Mickey, may may Ford EcoSport na, di na babalik yan sa mga big time na. Sabi ko, no man. And they're surprised na, they see a picture of me. They see a picture of me.
It's okay.
They see a picture of me na I'm surprised na, oh, nandiyan pa siya.
Basically, actually, kinapture niya kung sino ka talaga eh.
Yeah, kasi sa akin kasi, that's how I started eh. How I built up, that's me.
Yeah.
So why should I change that? And for me, street performing is like the bare bones of a performer because people they just walk. So how can you catch your attention? That's the challenge of it.
Sarap nun. Yun yung
So
mahirap.
how do you pick the next place that you're supposed to play? Diba? Is there a, today? Or
Actually, I research about places.
reflection?
Kasi pumunta lang ako, trip ko lang. Jamming na. Then someone maglagay ng 20 pesos. People na parang may brand na is Busking. And that's what I'm happy is the Ford EcoSport commercial captured it na parang, oh, si Mickey yan yung busker. So let's do it on city, gritty. So that's how he looks. You know,
He smells like
ad. I remember I saw that.
In the back,
They told me I'd look Batman. Pero yeah.
your bandmates. If
For
ever,
us, kasi, I mean, okay, maraming shows like sa Manila, di ba? So,
Yeah.
pero may kanya-kanya kaming sasakyan like to go to the shows, ganyan. So parang hindi rin kami magkasama. Pero pag nasa isang sasakyan lang kami, or
Different experience.
so could you share an experience that you guys had na para kayo nasa school bus feels ba to?
yeah,
Or-
sobra,
Every
sobra.
time we're in a van actually.
Hindi ka makakatulog.
Yeah, hindi ka na makakatulong. Tawa
Where were you
tawa.
going at this point? Yeah.
Beach trip niyo.
Oo, yun,
Yeah,
yun,
nag-shoot kami
sa Batangas, for dun sa Ford.
Yeah, tapos walang tulugan.
Yeah. Kasi galing kaming gig nun.
Galing gig.
Tapos, ayun,
Diretso
diretso kaming
Batangas.
shoot ng Batangas. Tapos, whole day na shoot. So, walang tulugan. So, parang, syempre, medyo sabaw na kaming lahat.
Sobrang namin. Like, nakita ko ng rainbow sa may beach.
Hindi pala totoo.
Hindi, nakita talaga na.
Ano ka? Sobrang pagod.
Simultaneous sila nila.
Pero, yun yung masayang part, yun yung mga masayang parts pag nagta-travel kami.
Ang gulo namin.
Yeah.
Minsan nakakita to, pero bumunta tayo. Masaya lang.
Yung bonding as a band, yun yung maghihiwa-hiwalay na kami. Siyempre may trabaho yung iba, or like talking to like the audience, ganyan. So parang we don't really hang out
Alright.
as much as we want to. So every time na may out of town, every time na may road trip, we really look forward to that. Tsaka mag-aayos kami ng room plans, kung sino yung roommates, ganyan. Ayaw namin roommate si Choi, kasi malakas siya humilik. Pero, I mean,
Yeah.
Sa mag-aaway-aaway, sino roommate niya? So, it's really fun. Parang puro lalaki kami lahat. So,
I get my own room.
Of course.
Of course.
Alright.
Pag puro lalaki, ututan niya.
Yeah.
Si Mickey mag-isa lang.
Okay lang yun, okay lang.
Him and his
So, basically, how do you think, in your perspective, how does technology or innovation help, with your goals or creating a brand or building your brand as an artist? How does that work? How do you build yourselves online? Wow. Basically, how does that work?
I think it's just taking from who we are in person and just, making it easier for people to consume, I guess, because everything is so short on the internet. Like everyone has ADHD, so it needs to be something you can pick up quickly. And you're taking, I think what we've been hoping to do for Autotalic is taking the best parts or what we think are the best parts of each of our personalities and showing it in a way that's easy to consume online. And that's the most sincere and honest way we can present ourselves. And that's the way we can further ourselves, in this whole music thing. I don't even know what to call it. It's been a strange experience, but we're just, as cliche as it may sound, we're just because it's what are we doing here?
sobrang laki ng tulong. Kasi nga, ang daming avenues for us to put our own music out there. And like, for us,
So how does technology help in shaping your music, yourself as an
Most honest thing you can do Kasi you're bearing your soul to the crowd. So, in technology, in some things happening to me that I rise up to that and they love it. Kasi that's like a story for the everyman of struggle. Especially as musicians, we struggle a lot. So, everyone can relate to that. Those stories. Actually, people love stories, especially in social media. So your journey as a musician, it's cataloged on social media.
Also with technology din. Whether, parang at the end of the day, makikita mo siya, okay, eto.
And for them, what happens when you put guys on a road trip, but they do it well. And then for us, what we've been focusing on is getting those gigs and for to capture us during the UP Fair, which is one of the big gigs you really want to get every year. The opportunity given to us with the
individual videos namin. Kasi like, I wanna listen to when I branding stuff.
With the treatment sa video namin, it's a normal day. It's a normal busy day. I came from work. The other,
a day in the life.
as in, literally, ganun kami on and off stage As in, before the gig, galing office, tatawagan kami, saan ka? Let's meet up. Tapos, refresh lang tayo, anong gagawin natin for this gig. And then, hanggang gabi. Ganun. So, it's a very normal.
It's long days for all of us, but at the end of all those videos, it's still a performance. It's still a gig. So
it all ends there.
It all ends there, exactly.
And to add to that, actually, it's parang they showcase the different side of the artist. Kasi ganito, on stage, and while traveling, road trip, parang, ganito rin kami. Blah.
Tama si and having kasi wala kang kausap parang a lot while driving to my
insights to give, aspiring artists as well. What would you share with them and how they could use the internet, technology, and the like, and their journey of starting and probably being artists as well? Very GMRC Good manners and right conduct.
Wash your hands.
For me, just get it out there. Sobrang swerte natin lahat na labas mo lang. And also, ko is, wag para sa mga aspiring musicians sabi nila online. So, diba? The people will all,
Kaya naman siguro research. Yeah,
research.
I mean, aralin important. Kailangan dali. Bilis na nung lahat because of the editing, di ba? I mean, di ba? I mean, for us, like, we've been playing music for
But
Yeah.
we've all been at this for more a
More than-
decade
yeah.
at least. And there's
for mag 5 years, hindi pa lang alam namin. Ganun pa kami.
It's an adventure and you don't know where you're headed.
Focus on the music lang. Nowadays, kulang na yun eh. You should always study the business side of it also.
Play your game.
Yep. Parang, yun, research, ask people who's been there before you, like yun nga, parang ako, mga kuya ko, the 90s bands and stuff. You know, ask them a lot. Learn to, do the marketing, social media, everything. Kasi, iba na yung scene ngayon eh. Di
to
ka
be smart about
yeah.
It's also very competitive as well.
Super. Kasi yun nga, the online, the internet age made the playing level pantay-pantay lahat na. So, you gotta know how to navigate this new kind of jungle, kumbaga. And, ano pa ba ang payo ko?
Wow.
Don't stop. If you stop, wala na. Magsisisi ka.
no regrets.
No regrets.
regrets.
At
No
least,
regrets.
sabi nga, ika nga ng aking tito, Malabon,
Aim
Hey,
high.
pass.
reach for your dreams. May maganda
Thanks for sharing. Hi, Mickey, Choi, and Jen.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so that's it for this roundtable. I hope you guys had a great time, and I'm Nikki, and everybody's here having a great time again.
Thank you.
Great
so much.
time.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.